What's up, humans? Thank you for joining me tonight. It's Thursday night, and it's episode number 67. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for them to tell me now. So there's too much going on in the world, right? Oh my God, how's everyone doing tonight? I went skydiving on Tuesday, so I'm feeling another kind of way. Okay, that near-death experience, I feel like it changed me. So I'm like, fuck it. Gonna live my best life. I was already doing that, but, taking it one step further. That's why I'm wearing a cool outfit tonight. And I'm also inspired because I got the one and only Vivvi Incognito.
Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing out there?
Oh, my God. How's...
What's...
It's on the camera? Oh, yeah. Okay.
What happened? Destruction, chaos.
We're trying the sound effects now. That's why it's a brand new thing. We wanted the claps when we had, but thanks for being here.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me. I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. You are a powerhouse, and I'm so excited to learn about your story. And of course, we're gonna play Jenga while we do this. So
I've
you can
never
go first.
played before. Oh my gosh. Okay, so are we starting now or?
Yeah.
Okay, first I do have to say, like, we look awesome in our fishnet and our black lipstick.
I know, right? It wasn't even planned too.
It's like we go to the same parties. You could tell.
I know, right? We like that darkness.
The darkness,
dark.
Goth and punk.
Yes.
Okay, well I have played this before, and
Okay.
my signature move is I start right here.
Oh, that's your signature.
Or no, I start with the way bottom.
Oh my God.
I'm a bottom feeder.
Of course you are. wait. Are you a top or a bottom?
I'm very versatile. Yeah, it just depends on the mood and the person.
And then you can give me a signature.
Oh, I have to sign it? Okay.
Yeah, and then put it up here. I thought you knew how to play.
I've never done this before.
Is it your first time?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Go
I'm popping your
slow.
Jenga cherry.
Yes, pop it for me. So hopefully I won't write the Force on accident because...
What's up? So why did you change your name?
So
from before she was Vivvi the Force, and now she's Vivvi Incognito.
Yeah, here you go, Vivvi Incognito.
Yes.
Okay.
Put it right there.
Cool. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty. My name change, Vivvi the Force. Force stands for Fuck Order Resume Chaos Everywhere, which, as you know, it's pretty much what I've done with my drag career. Just kind of changing things, I guess, and being a force to be reckoned with, and breaking up the status quo and bringing a little chaos into everybody's life.
I love that.
Yeah, so Force was my original drag name, Vivvi the Force, and I recently changed it to Incognito. It's I'm a punk rock queen, and it kind of is an homage to this punk band called the Germs.
Oh, right.
From the late 80s or late 70s, early 80s. And their main singer, Darby Crash, was so raw and crazy on stage, and would break bottles over his head and get wasted and slur all of his words and get in fights on stage. And eventually the club stopped wanting to book them because their shows were too rowdy. Their shows were too crazy. So they changed their name from the Germs to G.I, and it stood for Germs Incognito.
Oh.
And then they started booking all of these shows again at the same places they were 86 from. And okay, not to say I'm 86 from a bunch of places, but I feel like Vivvi the Force has sort of this reputation already, and I kind of wanted to have a new chapter in my drag career and
switch things
up a little bit, yeah. So.
Oh, all right. So tell me, what was little Vivvi like? Well, what did you enjoy doing as a kid?
Well, I grew up really deep in the punk rock world. So as a teenager, I was going to shows probably 3 times a week. I was never home or going to school.
You were a bad boy.
I was a bad boy.
From the start.
I will say, from 15, 16, and 17, I was addicted to meth. And I did meth every single day.
Wow.
And then in the last year when I was 17, I dropped out of school. I ran away from home. I was hitting rock bottom. And then I was out on the street one night, and I got mugged by this random person driving by. And that was my final okay, I need to
Change your life.
need to change things. And so I got back into school, and like I graduated on time when I turned 18 in my senior year. And so I was like, I've always been kind of like, I've had a lot of life experience, I think, as a teenager, just kind of like exposing myself to a lot of things, whether I should have or shouldn't have, you know. So.
Wow, that's pretty deep. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, right.
No, I'm gonna die here.
No, it's okay. No, that's you know, I think we've all kind of been through certain experiences. I was definitely an outcast when I was a teenager, and when I started DJing, I was definitely drinking a lot, and that was because I was in pain because of, you know, family things. So I know what it's like to go through certain, you know, down times in your life, but
Yeah.
as long as you have that power to just keep going and chase your dreams and just turn your life around. Unfortunately, sometimes we do have to like hit rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But
But you know, whenever you do hit rock bottom, it's up to you to decide that you want to change something or make something happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's weird to have like done that at such a young age already. You know, and then going into like getting into like the LGBTQ community and seeing like that like meth is like rampant like amongst like gay people, especially in San Diego. And I'm like, I never had sex when I was on it, so it's just really weird that like people are all into that and like super absorbed into like that kind of like lifestyle and stuff. So it's kind of like sad to see, especially because like I had my own experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that chapter of my life happened so young, and that like as an adult, like I never like got into like party and play or like into like some crazy like unsafe situations, you know, like.
Yeah, no, that's
So.
good that you're still here.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely had my moments, but I'm like, well, I'm alive. I think like my mom would give me hell. She's probably watching right now that I was very experimental like in my earlier days. But I'm like, but I'm alive, right?
Right.
Like I graduated, like I'm doing my thing.
Okay.
Like,
It wasn't all bad. You know, and that's where I think like I gained that feeling of community from. It was from like the punk rock world. Because your friends are all kind of like misfits and weirdos and outcasts in a way, but everyone kind of finds like this like underlining unity and like connection. And
That's
everyone
amazing.
kind of like watches out for each other and stuff. So definitely, I definitely am inspired so much by my punk rock like upbringing, and I bring that into like my drag as much as I can, not just with my performances, but in my way of like trying to work with others and be a part of the community and kind of have that like unity and like in the drag world.
That's amazing.
You know?
Yeah, you dragged onto you dragged that feeling of community. For me, it was like the rave community. Like that
Yeah.
was what I was into. But I definitely went to some shows like at Soma when I was a kid, like a
Oh
scene
my
kid.
gosh, I remember
I
that.
was emo scene.
Yeah.
The Soma shows. But so how were you able to create your like glam demon persona? Like what was the moment? Was there like a defining moment that you knew you wanted to be dragged?
Yeah, well, I was doing drag since 2010, and I kind of always had like this like club kid sort of style about me.
Oh yes.
I didn't always have the horns and like be like this like demon type of character, and that kind of just like grew. One time I like put the horns on, and I went to an event in Los Angeles, a Ballet Brothers event.
Oh, Dragula?
Yeah, it was a Dragula
Yes.
event. I had my horns on, and it just kind of like really stuck.
It felt right.
I was like, I'm gonna wear these horns all the time. I'm gonna make this like a staple signature of like what my drag is, and then kind of just like, you know, started labeling myself the glamour demon. See, the thing is like if anything that you want to be, you just start telling yourself that and telling other people that, and all of a sudden you are. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm the glamour demon of San Diego because I said so. You know, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's good that you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta really feel it and then express it everywhere you go.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, is it gonna happen already? I had a question from a fan that they wanted to know more about your punk rock roots and your favorite punk bands.
Okay. So I love the Germs, obviously.
Yeah.
Subhumans. I've been listening to like a lot of like crust punk lately. Kind of like getting back into like my roots and stuff. So like Anti-Schism. I like modern punk, like the Casualties and stuff like that too. Kind of like all across the board. And what else? Like about like growing up like in the scene? Like,
Yeah.
well,
See?
I don't know. We used to have shows in the sewer and stuff like that.
Is it like that space here? Or,
Yeah, have you been there?
Yeah, with the graffiti, and then you have to like kneel down.
You go like through the tunnels,
Yeah.
and the music gets louder and louder as you go. It's
Oh
like,
my, it's such an experience.
I love that.
I love
like
the tunnel
feeling.
raves. Yes.
Yeah. Before, like, I don't know if they were having raves back then, but we used to have like those shows too, like punk shows. And growing up in the scene, actually, I had my own punk band, Permanent Scum was the name of our band, Permanent Scum. And I was I was like the singer of the band. And so we would start, like, we did, that's when I first started, like, kind of putting on events, I guess. And I was like 16, 17. My name back then was Kyle Voltage.
Oh,
like, that was like my like punk name.
Kyle Voltage.
Yes. People still call me Kyle Voltage to this day, or they're like, "Are you Kyle Voltage?" Like, and
So you've had a few names.
I've had a few
me
personas.
too. Yeah, me too. When I was raving, my name was Skitty, like the Pokemon.
Okay.
Yeah. And then like my earlier DJ name was like Scarlett Bead, and now I'm like Scar, and then blah blah. So yeah. we go through episodes.
As
yeah.
we develop, you know, our personas and stuff. Like,
by the way.
Is it? I thought it was my turn.
Oh,
your
I
turn.
just did it.
Again?
Yes. Girl,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
quick. Okay.
You do this too much. You play too often.
Yeah, every Thursday at 7.
Too much experience.
So
There we go.
I love that you try to break boundaries and social norms and just the social expectations. And why is that important to you? Like, and how do you do it?
Okay, well, I guess so lately I've been like really like diving deep into like my past and like trying to figure out like who I am and like why and stuff. And I feel like I've always like kind of stood out or been different. Like I've always looked different. Growing up, I was like half black, half white. I mean, I still am, but but I looked weird. I stood out. People, you know, I didn't really fit in like with the black community or with the white community, and I feel like creating a space. This is Grotesca. I fucking love you, bitch. So I feel like I think that I just really enjoy like creating a space for people that may have felt that in their life at some point. And then when people are given the opportunity to express themselves in a space that they're comfortable in, where they know that they're going to be accepted and cheered on and supported, it's just amazing what people can accomplish with their creativity.
That's so true.
And like where they can expand. And I love seeing that like in each and every one like person that like has been on my stage. And everyone that like I've connected with in San Diego, it's like everyone's on their own little journeys, and I'm so like sitting back enjoying the ride, like because I know how hard it is to stand out or be different and want to fit in. And
it takes a lot of courage.
And it also takes and you know so they're standing out and looking different and being different. And then there's like, you know, like totally like owning all of that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, I want to fit in, you know, whatever. But then there's like, no, I don't want to fit in. I like where I'm at. I like being different.
That's so true.
And changing people's perspective about what they think of someone when they see someone like me, you know?
Yeah, I love that. I love being a contradiction. A lot of times people that haven't met me before, they think I'm intimidating, or they think I'm a bitch. I have a bitch face sometimes. Like, I'm sorry about it, but if you get to know me, like, you'll know that I'm real, you know, and that I'm here to support, and I have a lot of love to give. So it's nice to be a contradiction in that way. In fact, like my favorite movie is like Edward Scissorhands, because I love how he's like, he looks all dark and like people understand him, but he's such a sweetheart, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how I feel like I connect. And it's nice. And also, I mean, when I was a kid, my dad would always try to make me wear like preppy clothes, like from Abercrombie. And I'm like, no, Hot Topic all the way.
I remember going through that with my family too, where they tried to control, you know, what I was wearing and stuff. And I feel like those limits on your self-expression, as you get older, it makes you really want to rebel against those rules more,
yes,
you know?
Yes.
So like, I'm like, oh, okay, well now I'm going to have like pink hair and tattoos like down my asshole. Like, so.
How many tattoos do you have?
I have maybe like 30 something tattoos.
Wow.
Maybe.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have one in your asshole?
No, I have one on my right butt cheek, but not on my asshole. No.
I wonder how. I wonder if anyone has ever gotten a tattoo on their asshole.
Maybe like a nice like rosebud or something, a flower of some.
Hey, that's a nice way to think about it.
Maybe the word scratch and sniff.
Why not? See, you're getting some good. We're getting ideas, people. You know, like, look at what she has to say.
You're writing this down, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I read in one of your interviews that your character faced judgment a lot in the community for the way you dress and the way you think. So how do you handle the criticism?
So one way I handle the criticism is by constantly reminding myself that opinions about you are going to be as common as dirt. This is what I usually say. And if you follow my Instagram, you might have seen me say this. Opinions about you are as common as grains of dirt or sand, like on the beach. There's just like so many of them. And every single person is going to have because of their own experiences and their own background and their own mind, they're always going to have a different opinion of you. Yeah. It's like a snowflake or like a fingerprint. Like two opinions of you can be similar, but no two are alike.
Oh no, that's true.
Yeah, and I just try to really focus on the people that are supporting me, that do take the time to like dig deeper and try to understand me. A lot of people might see something that I post or you know something or hear something that I said and think that it's like offensive or not really agree with it. But the people that I really connect with, like, or people that hit me up and say like, hey, let's meet and like talk, or like let's have a deeper conversation about this, you know?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, because you only get so much of me on social media.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah. You only get like the very tip of the iceberg. Yeah, it's what it is, and people might form opinions on you depending on how you present your life online, but there's just so much more. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, and the other thing is that like whenever anyone does take the time to, you know, step out of their comfort zone and get to know me or something, I really want to share with them like who I am inside and stuff.
Yeah, same.
And then that also changes people's perspectives when they judge something that they might not understand superficially. It might encourage them to, you know, cross the threshold and reach out to that person and get to know them better, or whatever that thing is, whether it's a person or it's skydiving. Yeah. You know, you know, like whatever your fear is, whether, you know, it's like a person, the best way is to like get to know that thing better.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta be open-minded. You gotta, and you know, there's beauty in everyone. I think that I like to see the best in people. So I think that everyone has something to offer, even if it's someone that you never thought about, but that you can learn something new from anyone.
Right, and that's also the part of my character is, you know, if people are gonna like demonize me, like I'm gonna be the like most glamorous demon that you're ever gonna see. So you want demon, I'll give you demon. It's gonna be a beautiful demon. You can't take your eyes off of me.
Yes, queen. Yes. Fuck them up.
So as long as you just stay focused and keep working on the things that that inspire you, keep setting goals and stuff like that, then people's opinions and stuff really can't touch you or do anything.
Yeah, no, it's true. I've been fortunate that I haven't experienced any like haters yet, like with the show. I did like in high school or whatever. I didn't really care, but yeah, I mean, I think if it happens, I'm just gonna be like, well, I feel sorry for you. It's okay if you don't like me, but you know, you can't be everyone's cup of tea. Right. I just wish everyone the best. That's all.
You know, I have no problem when someone wants to express to me how they feel about something I said or did, and like we can have a conversation, and it could be a growing experience for both of us. Yeah. So
tell me, how's been your experience of being a queer Black guy in a community that is generally dominated by cisgender gay male?
It's interesting. I mean, I am, like I said, I'm mixed race, and so I kind of like have you know, like this double-edged sword of, you know, not really kind of fitting in both places. So I feel like for me, like identifying like as a queer individual, like really that's like really prominent for me. I feel, I don't even know how to say it. I'm just so much more than just like a queer Black person as well. That navigating navigating like the community as who I am, like basically like just with my like ideas and everything like that. I feel like is a challenge in itself.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I really don't know how to I don't really know how I do it actually. Like I don't know how to answer that question. Because I really kind of don't feel like I fit in anywhere. So I just try to carve my own path, like my own place for me to like sit down in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you create your own world.
yeah, I look different than normal people, even outside of drag. So I don't speak and act the way that some people might expect, like of a black person or of a white person or whatever, or even of a drag queen. So
You're breaking the boundaries. I'm sure you inspire a lot of people that maybe feel that they don't fit in also.
yeah, I hope so.
We're all so different and unique.
Mm-hmm.
We need to let our personality shine, no matter what anyone thinks.
Yeah, I think so for sure. And yeah.
Yeah. So you've performed in a lot of places like Taipei, Tokyo, Mexico, Bangkok. Do you have any crazy story?
So,
She does.
Okay, so God, I have so many fucking crazy stories. Are you kidding me? So about I did drag in those other countries. I never got an opportunity to perform in Japan, Thailand, or Taiwan. But I was actually making a documentary about LGBTQ people in those countries. So I was trying to document and interview as many like lesbian, bisexual, trans
that sounds
people
awesome,
that I
yeah.
could, and also like the resource centers and kind of like just kind of like, oh my God, it's over. Kind of like get the idea about like how other people live their lives in other countries.
It happened.
So that was cool. What basically made that trip end is that
The truth or dare now?
Oh well, you can finish your story. Yeah. It's
Okay.
And then we're gonna have to do truth or dare now.
Oh, okay.
Since you got lost.
Crazy stories. Crazy story. So just so you know, like weed is like super illegal in like all of those countries. So don't even try it. If you want to hear a story, I'll tell you some other time.
All right. Like long story short, don't
Try to smoke weed in Bangkok. Oh, you know what? Actually, in Bangkok, I met Pangina Heels.
Oh,
Who later on became the co-host of Bangkok, Thailand. Or not, sorry, Bangkok, Thailand. Drag Race Thailand, which is like the RuPaul's Drag Race show that they filmed in Thailand.
That's a
and
cool
so
story.
yeah, so I met Pangina Heels like a couple years before that started, and that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So, but we can't see it there.
I'm gonna run and try to plug that monitor back in.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Our monitor just went off like a little bit, but it's okay. There you
We're
go.
back.
Yay! We can see
Hi.
it. We can see it. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so let's see. We're trying this new thing because everyone asks like, so what now when the Jenga ends? And it's like, well, now we're gonna have a purpose.
Alright, let me get it pulled up. Sorry, guys.
You Gucci. Out of all the links.
Oh, no. There we go.
Oh, okay. So classic. You want truth or dare?
Dare.
Okay. I can't read it.
Make out with someone's boyfriend or girlfriend.
Oh wait, we
Been
can't
there,
do
done.
it.
Been there, done that.
We can't do that. Do another one.
I made out with all of your boyfriends and girlfriends.
Let's do another dare. Lick the food of your choice on the back of someone's neck.
Oh my God, we can't do this dares.
We can't do
We
these.
can't do this
Alright,
dares.
let's switch to a truth.
Okay.
Does the thought of kissing the person on your right excite you?
It does, and I know that our lipsticks match, so so it's even better.
I know, right? Yeah, we wouldn't stain each other.
I might not even use my lips, just my tongue.
Okay. All right. That was cool. Yay.
Do I get to ask you a truth or dare?
No, you lost.
What?
Oh, you lost.
Oh, so you lose this. You're
We just added it because every time someone like fucked it up, it's like, so now what? It's like, I don't know. So yeah, it's truth or dare.
It's a punishment.
It's a punishment. Yeah. All right then. So I think we're ready to look at some pictures of you through the years, some of your outfits, and then you're gonna tell me like the story behind every outfit.
You have pictures?
Girl.
Oh my God, you're prepared.
Yes.
I'm like.
Yes, we prepare. All right, let's see. Let's look at the first one.
Okay, so this was this is like year like 1 of my drag. This is the first, or this is like the second Glitter Cup Disco, which was kind of like my show Whips and Furs, like a different alternative show that they started in San Diego, like back in like 2010.
Wow.
You can see the logo on the corner, Glitter Cup Disco.
What?
And that's when Glitz Glam, I remember Glitz Glam, Disco Dolly, and Grace Towers were like sporting beards for like pretty much kind of like the first time, like the drag makeup with like being like bearded. And they were kind of trying to like replicate like the party monster kind of like environment and bring that to San Diego. So this outfit I made out of like toilet paper rolls.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are those toilet paper? It kind of reminds me of Cynthia.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh my gosh, yeah, toilet paper rolls, and I covered it with fabric, and it was cool. Everyone kind of like did like the runway walk and got to show their outfits and like what they created, and they had signs that said like work ho, or like stop bitch or something, and everyone in the audience kind of like did like a green or a red, like
nice.
Yeah,
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look at the next one.
Oh, okay.
When is this?
So this is an outfit that was made by Greg Angelo. He is the owner of Velocity Circus in San Francisco.
That looks sick.
And this was this might have been the year that Pride, that gay marriage passed in in America.
Ooh,
so that was a huge Pride festival in SF.
Yeah.
We had like a million people there or something, and then. So this was we were like the 3 fairies, and this was inside of like the city hall building, and I was the red fairy in the middle there. And you can't see it, but there's actually like fabric going from my back all the way up the stairs.
Wow.
And there's
amazing.
someone at the top like holding fabric like that goes to me, and then the 2 other fairies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice outfit.
Yeah, Velocity Circus is in, they're based out of Oakland, and it's run by Gargangelo. If you go on YouTube and you look up Gargangelo's museum, he has the craziest, coolest house.
Oh my God.
And he has a whole like costume factory downstairs in his basement, and he has like tons, like every room is like
a fun house.
It's like a fun house.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What? You gotta take me.
Yeah, it's really crazy. It's like a total acid trip.
Cool. Let's go to the next one. Oh, that sounds like a great place to do acid.
Yes.
So are you a Tim Burton fan?
Yeah, I'm a Tim Burton fan,
Me
and
too.
I love like the
Big
storyline of Nightmare Before Christmas, and this was actually that night I was performing for Comfort and Joy. They were having a fundraiser for Burning Man, and this was around the Christmas time, and I
love it. Yeah, that looks so legit, like so realistic. I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at the next one. Ooh.
Oh, this is a recent one.
Yeah.
This is like for a music video I made recently. It's on YouTube.
That
I
looks
love
amazing.
that like gold and black like gown thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you make all your outfits?
Mm-hmm. I made this headpiece.
That's so cool.
I didn't make the gown or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I do make a shit ton of like headpieces
That's
and
amazing.
um,
So creative. So talented. Oh my God.
yeah, thanks.
Okay, let's look at the next one.
Awesome.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, this was a photo taken by Old World Outsiders, and it was a photo collab that we did showcasing the bandanas that they have. You can find those on their website, and then as you guys know, like I'm always like doing sparks and stuff on stage or like doing some sort of special effects like that. So
Oh, I love it.
I love this photo because it really captures kind of like what it is to see me on stage.
That's like more Vivvi the Force.
Yeah, that's like Vivvi the Force.
Okay, next one.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this is like Vivvi Incognito, even though it says the Force. But yeah, this was for my Boss Bitch video, a Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, and Azalea Banks remix.
I love it. But actually, we have a little clip of this.
Of the music video?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I ain't tryna.
Yes.
Yes.
I ain't tryna. Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes, I'm clumsy.
Made friends with the
Made
floor.
friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always drop. First thing a girl did was a bop. And the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom and a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then until I touch my toes.
I don't wanna. I love that. Yes.
Yo, that look. Where can I get some slaves? I need some slaves. Obviously, I'm dressed for it.
I can
so.
loan you some.
All right, yeah, share some slaves, demon. Come on.
Yes, my ghouls, my minions.
That was cool. I
Yeah.
mean, where do you find guys that are down to something like that?
You know, in San Diego, it's really hard to collaborate with people, but I am lucky, like, as much as I complain about not being able to collab, I've been lucky to like find people to like be in my videos or help me
Yes.
hold the camera. And
Yeah,
that video
pretty-
was
pretty
shot
epic.
by Telescopic Poetry, Sarah. And she is a videographer in San Diego. She's captured a lot of our events for Whips and Furs, and compiled like little clips and stuff of our shows and stuff. So I love Sarah, and she does amazing work as well.
Amazing. Yeah, and let's talk about Whips and Furs. It's an
Yes.
alternative drag show for the weird and spooky. And
Yes.
it's 2 years, right?
Yeah, so
You just had your anniversary.
yeah,
God.
it's crazy that like we had our anniversary and then like now we're like halfway through like on to our 3rd year, and like we haven't had any events because of COVID.
Yeah.
So Whips and Furs is my baby.
Yeah, I feel you. This is my baby too.
Yeah,
like
you know.
this show's my baby.
I started the drag show, and then it kind of like picked up steam and took off after that, and a lot of drag queens and kings and just performers have graced our stage, whether it was their first time ever performing or they were an experienced performer. It's really cool because the drag community has really expanded since my show started.
Yeah.
I feel like before there was like not too many drag people walking around, and now there's like more shows, there's more drag performances, and you really get like
amazing.
a good variety too, because
Yeah.
like everyone's a little is different, and kind of serving something a little bit different. So it's really cool to see.
And what's the story behind the name? So you like to whip and you're a furry?
Yes. Yeah, I love to be whipped in my furry little butthole. No, Whips and Furs, it comes from a song by the band The Vibrators. The song is not called Whips and Furs, but the lyrics of the song is that says dance to the music and your life will go on and on.
Ooh.
And it's kind of like this song I really like to listen to. And it says they use the word whips and furs in the song.
Nice.
And so I really like the way that sounded
Yeah.
for my show.
I like it.
Yeah.
And so do you do everything by yourself or do you have a team?
So I pretty much do everything by myself. I've tried to, work in a team before, but it's just really hard because like I know my visions are sometimes
my
really hard to
God.
express.
Yes, that's how I feel. I mean, before I was doing this at KCR, I was doing it all by myself, and now I'm pretty blessed that I have my 2 guys here,
Yes.
Mike and Nelson. But yeah, it's hard to find someone who would like connect with your vision and will follow along, and because it's like it's your baby, and sometimes it's hard to like put it into words what you want or what you expect.
Yeah, exactly. And if someone else isn't already thinking in that rhythm,
Yeah.
then it's kind of hard to bring them onto that.
Yes.
But I enjoy it. I do wish I had a little bit of help sometimes,
Yeah,
but
you'll get there.
Yeah.
You just gotta manifest it. I mean, it happened. It just happened to me. So yeah, you gotta put it in the universe.
someone that I really couldn't do the show without is our DJ John Doss. He's been through at our show from the very beginning, and definitely like when it comes to putting on the show, like John Doss has been just. I mean, he's responsible for so much, like making sure all the music is correct and that you can hear me on the microphone and that everything kind of flows throughout the night. And so John and his partner are just amazing. But as far as like making the flyers, doing the set list,
the set list, the graphics,
coming
the
up with the
editing,
theme or whatever,
yes.
and then running the Instagram and stuff like that.
Same.
Like, it's a lot of stuff to juggle in the air at one time.
It's true.
And not only did I have my show once a month, but I actually like did like 2 or 3 shows a month at some different points and stuff. So it was a lot to kind of like figure out. I'm like, who's performing in this show again?
Yeah.
Like, and then people were like, I'm not doing that show. I'm like, oh, they're like, I told you already. I'm like, my bad, I forgot.
Yeah, I know. Like you need to make some lists. Like I need to like get organized, so I make some list of everything, all the little things. Like that's been helping me. So,
Yeah,
just a little tip.
So and then the last thing I'll say is going into the future, when I start to do shows again, it probably won't be called Whips and Furs. I'm gonna have like a different name now that my store is called Whips and Furs.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your store.
Yes,
That's so amazing. You expanded the brand.
Oh my gosh, just building the empire, honey.
Yes.
Mordor.
And especially like during these times, like that's you got balls, okay?
Okay.
You got balls to do something like that.
Yeah, it's really scary, and it's a big, it's kind of risky, but I'm feeling really good about it and positive, and I think that everything in my life has kind of like set me up for this moment, and I feel like I'm ready for it. So.
Yeah, and how do you get the skills and background necessary to own a business? Because that's next level, I'm taking business classes, and it's definitely a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've never taken a business class. That's just kind of like how my mind works.
But you used to work in a costume store, right?
Mm-hmm. I've had like over like 28 jobs, and I've always wanted to like be the boss of each one, so that's probably why I don't stay for very long. But yeah, I worked at a costume store and also a vintage clothing store in San Francisco. So I learned a lot about like costumes and different like costume companies and kind of how to run things. And one of my favorite things to do is to talk to somebody about what their idea is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So whether they're getting ready for a party or an event or a performance or a photo shoot, like I love to like kind of like hear someone's idea and then like help them piece it together.
I love that.
Yeah. And the fun thing about a costume store is it's like people are like, oh, I want to be a witch or I want to be this or that, and you can like pull things from like every corner, like like get this and grab that.
You're
you
like
can,
the fairy godmother.
Yes.
Fairy demon mother.
Yes. And it's really cool. I love getting people ready and their excitement, and when you know that you're like ready for the party, like you got everything you need. Yeah.
Oh my God, I miss that feeling. Like, yeah.
And it's fun working in a costume store because people come in and they ask you for ridiculous things too. Like, do you have like a rainbow fish wig? It's like, what? What's that? Does that even exist? Do fish like have like wigs? Like, and it's just people ask for like random things, and so it's always fun to kind of like open up the box and see like
see what we can find.
What we got,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so amazing. That's a lot of fun. And how do you how have you been getting help, like, to open up the shop? Like, where can people help you?
Well, where can people help me? I'm like, well, I had a GoFundMe when I first started opening, but I don't feel like it's appropriate to have the GoFundMe now that, like, I'm actually open.
Why not?
Because, like,
you still need any help is good.
Yeah.
I feel like,
So, I mean, I can...
And you're never going to run out of expenses as a business owner.
I mean, that's true. I
especially
mean, and they pile up.
Especially now in the pandemic, y'all, like, you need to support people like her that are making a change in San Diego, because there are no costume stores, right? Because I remember that there was one in La Mesa.
Gypsy Treasures.
Yeah, that one's done. And then, I mean...
Buffalo Breath was in Mesa.
I mean, Party City's lame. I mean, it's not the same.
And that's the thing. It's like, not only am I... So not only am I going to cater to, drag queens, kings, and performers and stuff like that, but we're also going to be like catering to just like regular people for,
Yeah,
for
of course,
Halloween
anyone.
and for any parties. So I'm telling you, I just unloaded like 12 boxes of like props
Yes.
and different fucking things to put on your face
Yeah.
and body and have, and so I'm just like super excited. There's like so much fun stuff
Oh
in
my
the
God.
store right now.
Yeah, we actually have some pictures of your store too, so people can take a look.
The store looks different every single day.
Oh,
I'm
and-
breaking the record for like how many times you could remodel a business.
That's fun.
In the first
That's
week.
how it looks on the outside. Or do you
Yes.
change that?
No, that's how it looks.
Okay, yeah. And where is it located?
So it's at 2800 University Avenue, 28th and University.
Look at the next one.
It's across the street from the Mission and KFC in North Park.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I love that. Yeah, I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
And then let's look at the last one. That was for a segment you did, right?
Yeah, that was for the newspaper article. This photo was taken by Big Mike, San Diego.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's so great. Yeah, I'm so excited to go in your store.
Yeah, I'm so excited to like have you there. 'Cause I think you have like a fun style too, so you're gonna have a lot of fun. Like.
Oh my
with all
God,
the
I
stuff
love
there.
dressing up.
Yeah.
You know.
I just got probably like 20 different like fairy wings, different fairy wings and stuff.
Yeah, for Halloween's coming up, and
Yeah.
people are still gonna party. Like,
Yeah.
let's be real. So you gotta go to Whips and Furs.
Come to Whips and Furs. If you want like a cheapy Halloween costume, you can definitely go to like Party City and Spirit and stuff. But I'm making sure in my store, because we don't have much space,
Yeah.
deluxe costumes. So
Deluxe.
if you want a deluxe Superman or a deluxe Batman, come to me.
Quality.
Yes, I'm not
okay?
gonna spend time and effort and money on like the cheapy. Like,
No. If
cheapy
you want
stuff.
like something legit, something good, and then you also are gonna start implementing products from Queens, right?
Yeah, so we already are carrying rhinestone nails by a drag queen named K Rex.
Nice.
And so we have claws in house, so come pick those up. And anyone in the community that you make something, if you have your own little like kind of like side hustle, we actually carry pasties and stuff by Josie Bunny. So we have like burlesque stuff. She makes like rhinestone gloves. Anyone that makes stuff in the community, I definitely welcome you to hit me up. Because I want to get your stuff out of your closet and onto
Yes.
my shelves and onto the street where people can wear
Yes.
them and show them off and get your name out there. And so if you have something that you make, like a product, please hit me up. I'd love to have different artists in the community be represented in my store. And I also make headpieces and stuff. So if you
Yes.
have like a headpiece that you want made, like just hit me up and we can get that thing glued to your head.
Glue to your head.
Yeah,
girl.
so we'll have custom
We got
creations.
you. All
Yeah.
right, fantastic.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now it's time for. You don't have the video? Okay. Well.
My performance?
No. We have
Oh.
that. We have that. She's like, what?
My
we,
video, my performance?
no. We have your performance. We just going for the human experience section. I created just like a little like clip for it, but it's okay because we can play it next time. And what do you consider to be the most beautiful things in life?
Nature. I love nature. So when I'm not performing and I have a really like busy life, like kind of thing, and just because I'm just like a fucking spaz, not because like I'm important or anything like that. I'm just a fucking spaz, and I'm always like doing all this fucking like nonsense. Nature is just so important to me because there's just so much innocence there,
Yeah.
and so much reality and truth and abundance in nature, and definitely that's something that I always have to stop and smell the flowers, because like it keeps you grounded, you know.
Yes,
So
that's
anytime
true.
I'm not performing or doing a bunch of like crazy shit, you can find me like hiking or
You can find her in nature, girl.
you can find me in nature walking children and stuff. So
All right. What obstacles are you currently trying to overcome?
myself.
Aren't we all right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those inner demons can really fuck with you, and you have to kind of like keep yourself on top of on top of your mindfulness, because the only one really stopping you from doing anything is yourself.
You.
And
You. Don't let yourself stop you.
And someone told me this the other day. They said that ideas are entities in themselves, and this really changed my like my idea about stuff. So like, let's say you have an idea to create something or a project, or some idea comes to you. That's not your idea. That idea chose you. And you can go ahead and do something with that, but if you don't do something with it, it's gonna go to somebody else.
Yeah.
And so
that's so true.
There's abundance of opportunity in the world.
There's enough for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough for all of us. That's why it's important for you to follow your passions.
Yeah, there's so much potential, and everyone that I met, really, like, I can see something like in them, and I love to pick people's brains and like see what it is that they're like wanting to do with themselves or create or their goals in life. And I feel like everyone is capable of doing it all.
I love that. Yeah, me too. I'm always like pushing my friends to like do the things that they want to do.
Yes.
All right. So do you think technology is making us dumber or smarter?
It's making us dumber. I don't even have to know how to spell anymore. Yeah, it's I mean, the thing is that humankind is so strange because we have so much technology, and it's like we can but we just use it for such weird things.
Yeah.
To me, like a mechanical pencil like blows my mind. Like if you really look at it, like just like these simple things that we've created, it's like, oh my, how did someone like create that? Or like a remote for a TV, but like we can't like handle like healthcare. Like we can't figure out like the technology around like education and like police brutality, and like we can't like solve these problems, but we can do so much with technology. So is it making us dumber? Yes, because we're not using it to its potential the way we kind of should be.
Yeah, that was a powerful answer. I completely agree. Because like people could be focusing their mind and all their resources in something that would be more beneficial than a robot that can clean your house.
Right. But that stuff is amazing that we have that kind of technology.
Because people are just getting lazy and more lazy.
I just like, if we have all this technology, then why are we always so stressed out?
Yeah.
Like why does nothing like
excites people anymore?
Yeah.
All right. I agree. So if you had to be someone else for a day, who would you be?
Oh my gosh, someone else for a day? Who would I be? Oh my god, I'd be Pangina Heels for sure.
Oh,
Pangina from Bangkok, Drag Race Thailand. She looks like she has such a fun life, and she's just such a confident, like beautiful individual, and she's gorgeous. Yeah, I think Pangina Heels.
All right, shout outs.
No one in this room knows who that is. It's fine.
What is your definition of heaven?
Definition of heaven? That's a weird question.
I know, because you're a demon.
Right. I'm like, is there a heaven? I mean, there sure is a hell.
We're already in it.
Right. My definition of heaven is when you're able to stop in a moment. I mean, it can be wherever you are, really. But being able to stop and be able to live, like, be in the moment. Yeah. Like that's like a heavenly feeling.
Yeah, being fully present.
Being fully present in the moment. And like it's kind of hard to focus on that sometimes because we're so used to seeing all the stuff around us all the time. No day is really new. Yeah. But I feel like that's kind of like a heavenly feeling. I love to travel.
Yeah, me too.
The happiest person I am is like when I'm in the car, like on the road, and I'm just driving somewhere. Like that's heaven to me too. I love that. I don't have to be anywhere. Like I'm gonna stop and pull over and like I don't know, do whatever.
I love that. Or when you're traveling and you're just looking at something new for the first time. Like when I went to Switzerland, like that, and like we were in the train and I saw the mountains. I just like I felt like such. Oh my God, I can't even explain it. Like I started crying because I just felt like so happy, you know, to see everything. Like I'm really here. Like I love those moments. So yeah. I agree with you.
For real.
And what's something that makes you angry?
Something that makes me angry. When people can't just admit something, and they have to like
And then you
still
know
keep
it.
fighting,
Yeah,
like keep fighting. When sometimes like the cover up is worse than the crime itself.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, just like, especially when you already know, and you're
Yeah.
just like, come on, like, I'm giving you a chance to tell me.
right. You know, so
Okay,
I
so
guess that.
now it's time for the
you're
Scarlett.
asking like serious questions.
Yes, that's the human experience. And now it's time for the, oh yeah, good job, yes! That drum roll. It's time for the Scarlett letter. You're gonna pick one and then open it and answer the question inside.
Okay, I'm gonna get this one
Okay.
and then open it.
Mm-hmm. And answer the question.
I have to. You want me to break this?
Yeah.
I'm horrible at opening up packages.
I know, I'm like,
I'm
I
like,
just want to see what's in there.
do you plan to reuse this? Or-
No, you can keep it.
I'm gonna read it to myself first, so it gives me more time to think of my answer. In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet? Competitive. Oh, in a sentence. I thought I said like in one word. Because I said competitive because I feel like people are competing for attention and competing for likes and how would I sum up the internet? The internet's a really good place to connect with people and find information. It's the internet. Yes. Speaking of the internet, please follow me on OnlyFans. Subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yes.
Kyle Vincent on OnlyFans.
Get that OnlyFans. Get those tips, people.
Yes.
All right, so now we're ready to see your performance.
Wait, I want to give you something.
Oh my God, what are you gonna give me?
So this is like super cool, like old school edition. This is a Whips and Furs pin.
Oh my God.
And they don't make these anymore.
They don't. Oh,
It's our
I
old
got
logo.
That special.
Yes, and then this is also a Vivvi the Force,
Oh
a
my
Vivvi the Force
God.
pin from back in the day. And both of those illustrations were done by Chad Burwald in San Francisco, which is a really awesome friend of mine. He's on Instagram at Chad Burwald.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yay. Thank you for being here. We'll be back. We'll be back after your performance to say goodbye and all that stuff. So
Yes.
let's go check it out.
Not only a severe electrical storm heading north, but it by hurricane. Actually, huge number of migratory birds struck the sky, their wings broken, forcing the wind and leaving them asleep.
Mother said that I was holy. My father said that I would burn. My mother said I was an angel. My father said that I would turn. So I believed these words and I turned on myself. Cause maybe he's right, maybe I'm worthless. Or maybe he's wrong and my mother was right. I got a killer in me to give me purpose. I can feel a holy war. I can feel a holy war within. No, I can't take a holy war. No, I can't take a holy war again. This is what you wanted. I'm gonna bring a little. I'm gonna bring a little. You just keep wanting more.
Oh my God! Wow! Woo!
Yes.
I'm shook. See?
Yes.
I got nipples now.
You're like, my buttons are right here.
Oh, my bed right here. Wow! Thank you so much for being here. That was
Yes, thanks
fucking
for having me.
amazing. Yeah. Oh, you wanna plug your Venmo?
Yeah, if you want to support me, you can go to my Venmo. It's Vivvi Incognito. So it's VIVVI_Incognito. Yeah, so you can send me a little tip if you like my video, if you want to support the store.
Yes.
But you can't come shopping. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you so much again for being here.
Yes.
And hope you all have a good night. We'll see you next Thursday.
Good night, Earthlings.
Good night, humans.